the acts of our leaders. I mean, those contesting for the high office. I suspect would have to extend that to the NDC as well. I mean, what are their business plans? I like to start hearing conversations about, not just because maybe the NPP may be failing in certain aspects like the communication ministry cooking up all kinds of deals, but we also want to understand what the NDC has in store for us when it comes to their business plans. You see, every country should be run like a corporate entity. Of course, not with all the should I call it the boardroom drama, which you can find a lot in politics, by the way. But there must be a sense that if a country has a set amount of resources, you don't keep promising that you are building unrealistic or making unrealistic promises. We also do understand that it's important for leaders to tell us how much they can add to the country's store of resources. I mean, that's the way I define leadership. If you came to meet a set amount of resources, you should be able to tell people that, look, I'm going to build the economy from this X amount to that X amount to take care of some of your dreams, and indeed those that are realistic and those that may fall through. But if all we are going to hear, as we've started hearing already, is about who is more sexy than the other, then frankly, I'm not sure we'll get any headway. And I think that the conversation, and I'm sure Dr. Sikanko would come back to this conversation much later again, and we are happy to collaborate on that, by the way, where we are asking questions about the readiness in terms of some plan. Because the last time we asked leaders for their business plans, this was in 2008, we had all manner of things. I mean, there was one leader who said, not the NDC, by the way, but these were political leaders. I remember one of them saying that they were going to generate electricity by suspending permanent magnets into the atmosphere. Another said his agricultural policy was growing donkeys, sufficient donkeys in the north, in order to use their droppings as fertilizer. Dan Latte, I remember, may he so rest in peace, suggested that he was going to build an economy worth $840 billion a year, which meant that by the time his tenure was over, he would have built the 7th largest economy in the world, overtaking the UK. I mean, it sounds laughable, but at least you could tell that these were plans. You know, we then can subject these plans to some scrutiny. The last time I recounted, through the work of my team, we estimated that the NDC's manifesto, 2016 elections, was going to need $25 billion more at the time in order to execute their manifesto plans. Question I have for the contenders would be, at this juncture, do you believe in that document that was presented earlier? If not, what are your alternative costing arrangements? It's very important.